Alright guys, I've got another tool for you. This is not the first time you've seen this. This is the Autofix D1Lite. This is by far one of my favorite scan tools of all time. It is like, I think honestly, the best bang for your buck for any scan tool that you can buy for like beginner and even mediocre bidirectional testing, and even has some accessories that you can buy for testing batteries and key programming and all kinds of stuff with this. This is just the basic setup here. But even just the basic setup, I showed all the guys at the VW dealership where I work at this thing, and they were like, oh my God, it's so cool, man. How much is this thing? Is it like $1,000? Is it like $700? I said, nah, man. It's a little over $300, and a lot of times you can catch it on special with like, 30% off, $35 off, whatever it may be. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to pull it out. It's fully updated. Power it up. Just a little button here on the top. And it's super thin. It's got a camera on the back just like a tablet. And look at my hand. My hand is almost the size of the tablet spread out. So there's a dongle that comes with it. This dongle it's got a light in the bottom of it, so you can use it to find your OBD port. While this thing fires up, I'm going to pause this video. Okay, it's a little darker outside now because I had to charge this thing up some. So basically, I've got my phone plugged in as well, so if you see the cord, that's what it is. So basically, if you see here, you have battery change mode, battery reset mode, out vehicle test, in vehicle test, and you can actually buy an adapter that's like, I think it's around $100, $120, and it's actually an accessory that you can Bluetooth to this, and it actually talks to each other, so you can test batteries and load them up more than just your generic testing. Let's go back to the main menu. Vehicle diagnostics. You can set favorites if you want, if you work on specific vehicles more than others. History will tell you what you've had hooked up and connected. If you go to the top here, it'll say America, Europe, Asia, China, and that's how you can look through categories faster than having to scroll through the whole entire screen. It's on this one, it's sideways scroll. So here, you can just go right to America and then go right to Ford, which we're hooked up to my F-150 right now. And then it says, disclaimer, by installing, using, or updating software developed by Auto, you are agreeing and be bound by the following terms. So it's got a bunch of stuff down here that accept. Establishing connection to the VCI. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll plug this in underneath the dash down here using our handy dandy flashlight. See, you can see down there. It lights up nice and bright like that to let you know that it's connected. It turns from yellow to green. And then the back of it beeps with a blue. And then you can see here it's already initialized and it's starting to communicate. So then we can go to automatic testing or automatic selection. What did I hit? I hit the wrong thing. Automatic selection. Read. So it's going to read the VIN. There it is. Hit OK. VIN is decoding. And there we go. F-150, TIVCT, 5.0 liter automatic gasoline. Identification. Before we go into this, there are some things that you can click. On the top here it says, are you sure you want to exit? I want to say yes for right now, and here's the reason why. I want to show you. Okay, all right, I hear you. I want to show you that there are other ways to, so you can go to Diagnostics, and then you could go to just generic EOBD. Like if you wanted to see what monitors were online and have passed, you don't really have to go into any of this other stuff. You can actually just click EOBD, which is your generic onboard diagnostics. Go to auto scan. It will auto communicate, and it will start going through what it needs to identify the vehicle and start checking things for communication. Mill status is on. It said code found 1. And then what we want to do is it says IM readiness. You can go to IM readiness right here, and then we'll actually tell you all your monitors, which ones have passed and which ones have not. Just put since DTC's cleared, which would be the longest history, and then it says all these here. It says oxygen sensor heater monitoring incomplete, oxygen sensor monitoring incomplete. I think I have a bad oxygen sensor, so that's why I'm showing you guys this test. I think I've had a bad oxygen sensor for a little bit. I was a little aggressive when I put the new exhaust system on it, and I got the oxygen sensor a little too hot, trying to get out of the old exhaust, so I'm just going to put all new sensors in. But you can see here my misfire monitor is okay, fuel system monitoring is okay, comprehensive component monitoring is okay, catalyst monitoring is okay. Heated catalyst, it says not applicable. Evaporative system monitoring is okay. Secondary air system, these newer vehicles don't have that, so not applicable. And then oxygen sensor monitoring, incomplete. Oxygen sensor heater monitoring, incomplete. I think I have a heater issue on one of them because I think I'm the one that damaged it, or I don't. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. So then I could back out, and then I could back out again, and then I can just go to basics, DTCs. If I want to just go right to the DTCs and not have to worry about what module this and that and a whole tree of testing. 430, 430, 430. Catalyst efficiency below threshold, bank 2. Catalyst efficiency below threshold, bank 2. Catalyst efficiency below threshold, bank 2. So PO 430. That's telling me something is going on my left side. And I think that's either an oxygen sensor, or what I've been hearing is the new exhaust system that I put on here. It sounds like one of the clamps has come loose and there's some air sneaking past it. That could be what's setting it. So tomorrow when I get to work, I'm going to pull this in and check the exhaust system. And if the exhaust system, if it's not a clamp problem, it's going to be an oxygen sensor problem because all that stuff is brand new. So if we want to go to live data, you can go to live data right from the screen, and it will give you generic live data, so you don't have to go through the actual manufacturer's, module this, module that. It'll tell you everything right here on this screen. Location of oxygen sensors, ignition timing advance for cylinder 1, engine RPM. You can just, this scan, excuse me, this scan tool is absolutely phenomenal. It's just by far the best scan tool I've ever put my hands on for the money. It doesn't do everything, you need from a scan tool, but it's definitely damn good. You can graph merge here. And it will show you where you're at and merge your graphs. Cancel all. You can clear your data, freeze frame. You can record while you're on here doing it if you're trying to get a snapshot. So we'll back out of here. Onboard monitor. So this right here. This will actually look in oxygen sensor bank 1, sensor 1. It will actually tell you what you're running. Bank 1, sensor 1, bank 1, sensor 1. Heated oxygen sensor, bank 1, sensor 2, bank 1, sensor 2 for bank 1. And so this will go through and actually read all your oxygen sensor stuff that you need to diagnose. Oxygen storage capacity failed. Intake camshaft retard position. evap monitor, evap system line fault. There's so much you can do with this scan tool. It is absolutely crazy. Vehicle status, mill on, tells you your powertrain control module identifier, protocol, and how it communicates is ISO 15765-4 CAN. And then it tells you monitors okay, monitors incomplete, which is 2. It's for the oxygen sensors. So we can go to individual component tests right here. Evaporative system leak, inducement system reinitialization. Don't know what the heck that is. Vehicle information. So that's it in this category here. We can back out of this completely. Want to exit. And then we'll go to Ford directly. And we will do automatic selection. Oh, actually, wait. I think we can do... history. Yep, that tells us what we were doing in our EOBD for this VIN number, so we don't even have to go back to the vehicle again. We can just click on that right there, and it will pull up that information again on the same exact vehicle, and it will start establishing communication with that VIN number. Look how fast that is, man. That is fast. That is freaking fast. Just back out. Okay, it's warning me that let's go back to Ford. Automatic selection. Read. Hit OK. Gives me my identifiers for the vehicle. Okay. Diagnosis, hot functions, service, vehicle profile. So if we go to hot functions, it will pull up electronic parking brake, TPMS, BMS reset, immobilizer keys, steering angle sensor, throttle, seats, oil reset, odometer. So if we just click on like oil reset, it'll tell you manual oil reset. And then it has directions on press the left arrow on the left multifunction steering wheel to enter the main menu. Did it. And then it says press up or down to select settings menu. And then we go down to settings. And then it says press the arrow or press up or down till you get vehicle menu, and then press the right arrow. And then we go to vehicle menu. And then it says, oh no, I'm supposed to go vehicle and then go over. Yeah. And then it says press up or down to select oil life reset. No, that's not on this. This one, it's this one, the reset is settings, advanced settings, vehicle. No, no, not display setup. Where the heck is it at? I forget now. Display mode? Yeah, it's in display mode. So this one says press right arrow button, enter, press up down vehicle menu, press the right arrow button to enter, press the up down arrow to select oil life reset. It gives you the idea of where you're supposed to be, but this is not actually correct, because if you look here in my fuel reset on this is in display mode, or my oil reset is in display mode for engine information, and then it says reset oil life. So anyhow, maybe that will get some people where they need to be. I don't know. That was a little off for me. I don't have an electronic parking brake. TPMS training mode. This procedure will enable a TPMS tire sensor location training. Do you want to continue? If I hit yes, I could go around and train each one of the tires. They also have another tool that goes along with this. It's the Autofix TPMS trainer that actually communicates with the vehicle and with this scan tool as well. The Autofix vehicle, or the one that I have at the shop, it's the one that goes with this. And I didn't know that I had it before this, before I started doing some research. And it will actually program sensors and stuff in the head of the unit itself. And you don't got to go out and buy that expensive Snap-on one or any of the other ones. The Autofix is the Autel software. So you're getting name brand software in a generic, in their off brand or whatever. Like, you know how Snap-on has, what is it, Silver Eagle, and Matco has Blue something, or whoever it is. I don't know what it is. They're off-brand. This is Autofix's off-brand, basically. Or Autofix's Autel's off-brand, basically. So I'm going to hit no. Let's escape out of here. Let's go to Diagnosis. Auto scan. Let's see how long it takes to go through all these modules. And there you go. It brings up all your faults that you have here. And I have some faults in random modules because I have this cluster is not for this truck. I put a nicer, like a Lariat cluster in here, or a nicer XLT cluster in here, and I had to do some programming to make it work. And then I put like bigger tires. I put like some platinum rims and stuff on this truck, which I had to do some programming and stuff, and I did all that to make it work. And it doesn't like it. It'll say something about there's certain information doesn't quite jive, but it doesn't set a check engine light or anything, so I leave it alone. Anyway, there we are. There's where it basically shoots out all our information by module. I don't know. I just active tests, live data, ECU information, read codes, erase codes. Active tests will go through. You can communicate with the active grille shutters. You can open or turn solenoids on and off. You can advance timing and decrease timing and stuff based on bidirectional communication. And there you are, air conditioning, command equivalence, air ratio, engine revolutions, evaporative emissions, vent valve, fan control, low speed, injectors disable, shift solenoid pressure control. This is a great scan tool. I really like this scan tool. So if I want to pull my door code, I could go in here, go into my security settings and pull my door code. This is a little snippet of the body control module, all the things that you can look at. I thought the security thing was in there, but it wasn't the security thing. It was not in the... I couldn't find it, which was shocking. But anyhow... That's the basics. That's the gist of it, man. This thing is really cool. It's awesome. It's worth the money. And it's just... I'm sorry for it being so long, the video, but this is an outstanding scan tool. It's just absolutely unbelievable. The price you get for what you can do here, it's just amazing. Let's look at electrical, diagnostic menu, service functions. Oh, 360 camera calibration, LIN module initialization, LIN new module initialization, processing module B. So this would be like your back camera, this would be like your front camera. In service functions. That's neat. Cruise control. See what's there for cruise control. Cruise control module calibration. Oh, wow. Ew. Let's go to chassis. TPMS, braking. Let's go to powertrain. Fuel, power balance, service functions, misfire test, relative compression, transmission, keep alive memory, OBD test modes. So if we went to power balance, we could look and see what the vehicle's doing. And there are all the cylinders running. Gives you 1 through 8. If you want to kill one of the cylinders, you can select cylinder, and you can select the cylinder you want to cut off the fuel to, and it'll give you a dip down in that graph if something's wrong with that cylinder, so you can make sure that cylinder is actually functioning properly. Misfire test. You will not be allowed to proceed in this test unless the misfire monitor neutral profile correction is learned of the CKP sensor. Crankshaft has been learned. Refer to the encyclopedia for this. Set the ignition switch on. Key on engine off. Start the engine, then press OK. There you go. This does a lot, man. This little scan tool does so much. In the box, it's got obviously a manual that you'll have. It's got a communication. You can either put a internet cable or something in there, and the USB in this side. This hooks up to the device if you got to do any updating off the internet. Here is a Type-C to Type-C power cable. And then here is your power port that goes into the wall, into that cable. But again, I basically just wanted to show you guys this. This thing is absolutely just, I don't know how else I can say it. It's just a great tool. And I've spent 23 minutes talking about it. That should tell you how impressed I am with this tool. And I don't BS you guys when it comes to stuff like this. I really like this as my favorite, most cost-effective tool for looking at cars. That's it. I can't say any more. Thank you, Autofix, for such a great product. And I hope to do business with you guys again in the future. This tool was given to me for doing the video. I just want to make that clear. But I already have used their stuff in the past. I already like this company, so why would I not promote a product that I actually like and that I stand behind? And this tool is awesome. If you know Check Engine Chuck, there's a couple other people that are big on diagnostics online. They love the Autofix D1Lite. They have videos out talking about it. It's an awesome, awesome scan tool. Take care, guys. Be blessed. I'll talk to you. Oh, real quick before I leave, this scan tool is going to have a link down in the comment section pinned to the top, so you can go look at it and find it. And this thing's usually around $300, so if you get a deal, great. If not, you're getting a smoking deal at $300 or $320, whatever it is. But I've seen this dropped all the way down to $275 sometimes. I'm going to have a link down below. Check it out for me.